Have you weighed yourself? Because your face looks thinner to me.
I have weighed myself this morning, and I'm
Nice.
down 9.5 pounds from where I started. So yeah, so
All in
so
the
working.
face, apparently.
What's your goal weight?
I mean, I want to lose 100 pounds. That's what I set out to do. So I want to get down to 200. I started at 300.5, and I want to get down to 200. So
I want to
that's what I'm
see
aiming.
you sexy bastard, in a Speedo this summer.
At 200 pounds.
Yes, very much
Me
so.
too. I'd like to see
No,
my penis. It'll be exciting. Yeah.
You'd
I
like
was
to see your
asking
penis?
Yeah,
Jason.
very exciting.
Jason used to work in a fast food restaurant when he was a kid, and I was like, "Which one did you work in, by the way?"
Roy Rogers.
Yeah,
Roy
and you were saying you were like employee of the month all the time because you just showed up on time.
Yeah.
But I was asking if you could, eat all the food you want while you're working there.
The key to the food at Roy Rogers, and I'm assuming any fast food place, was waiting right before closing, and then I put down like a whole thing of chicken, fried chicken is so good there, and hamburgers and all my favorite foods. I'd make them, and then the store would close, and then you have to throw out all the food that was been made and hasn't been sold. So that would just go into a big bag, come back to my house. We had a whole second refrigerator at my house set up for Roy Rogers food. It was
Second
It's awesome.
refrigerator.
Oh yeah, and I could walk at like the middle of the night. I could walk down and get like a bacon double cheeseburger all wrapped up in the Roy Rogers wrapping. Oh, it was amazing.
He was getting a nice little stash.
I was feeding
Saving
the
up.
family. Yeah, I had 2 brothers and 2 parents, and no, we had the second refrigerator. It just ended up getting overtaken by Roy Rogers food.
Did anyone catch on that you were doing this and complain, or they didn't care?
Howard, I was doing the least creepiest thing in the Roy Rogers. I mean, please, I was, taking fried chicken home on a Friday night was almost the same as showing up on time. I wasn't sexually harassing anybody. I wasn't threatening customers.
You got sexually harassed when you worked there? What happened?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I was very skinny back then. This was before the downfall.
You were skinny at one time?
At one
That's
time,
amazing.
Robin. It happens.
all
I have a
relative.
very sexy black and
Compared
white
to what
photo
he
of
is now,
myself.
he was skinny. And what happened? Who sexually harassed you?
This guy who was, friendly at
No.
work.
I thought it was a woman. It's a
Oh
guy.
no, that would have been a date. I was in high school. Are you kidding me?
Right. Date.
Yeah, it was this weird thing, and all of a sudden I was getting ice, and he like cornered me so I couldn't get out, and he kept saying how nice I looked in my outfit, and I was like, oh, thank you. And he kept getting like closer and like kept stepping closer and closer to me, though I realized I couldn't move. I was like pinned against the the shelf.
How
And I'm like, what are
romantic.
you doing? I'm like, get away from me. I was like laughing, and he's like, come on, man, come on, and he's like leaning in, and I had a sleeve of cups in my hand. They used to put the cups in a big giant sleeve, and I started hitting him over the head with it until I
That
got out
doesn't
of there. And then I just went back to work. Yeah.
You were the Brad Pitt of Roy Rogers. I mean, wow.